Knicks family, welcome back to the God of Knicks podcast. I'm your host, Paulo Reed. I'm here with Andre Jalil and Rick the Ruler. How y'all doing?
Chilling, baby. I'm out here chilling. You understand? Talk about
Yes, that's all about, you know what I'm
uh,
saying? So we're here because
like
the
yeah,
right, yeah. So we're here because the Knicks beat the Pistons again. 114 to 101. We saying again because I'm considering this a back-to-back because we're not even gonna talk about what happened in San Antonio at the Alamo. So Pistons back-to-back wins. Uh Julius Randle went crazy. He had he nice way to end off the first half of the season, 27 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists. Which I see how I feel about my man Juju.
I think it's interesting that you use the word juggernaut because if you know who juggernaut is, once he gets moving, he can't be stopped. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And it was not
At
one
first.
person on that court, on that team that could stop Randall. He did anything he wanted, whenever he wanted, however he wanted.
Yep. Yeah. At
he
first.
could have been a little bit more selfish out there.
He could have.
He could have been. He could have been. I
Yeah,
mean, like you say, he had 7 assists, and I'm sure he passed way more than that.
yeah. What they had 27, 17, and 7?
16 and 7. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. That boy, he's playing some basketball out here.
Yeah, man.
And his
I'm proud of
Frank was. Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't want. I was just looking at the stat.
him. Wow.
And I was just like, yeah. Frank went off like the first half, like he was knocking down 3-pointers left and right. But that's when we get to that. But yeah, Julius, it's almost like Julius is. It's like I was a normal Julius game, double
Right.
double.
Mm.
Yeah, double. Got his 25 plus.
Yeah, barbecue chicken in the paint. He get over there. He do the little 8-footer, like the little. He dropped that joint right there. He's doing what he does now, and I'm glad he had numbers like this. Like he ain't slack off because
Right,
he going to the All-Star game.
right.
And I like that joint. He came out with the article saying like how he disappointed everybody because we were all disappointed last season with him spinning and going nut. You know what I mean? Holding on the ball too long,
Right.
too often.
I wanted to talk about that. What did you take from the article that came out? Was it called Reputation?
Say what?
Was called Reputation.
Yeah. Because he said he messed up his reputation. He said he wanted to come to New York for a good reputation, but it went in the other direction because he was holding on to the ball, going nut, doing all of this stuff, shooting up shots, and he was being really selfish. Like he said, he looked like he was selfish.
Right.
But you can see this season he came out. He had to have that on his mind. Like I don't want to be selfish. Now you see his assist numbers is up, and he's scoring more.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't even have to be selfish to score. You know what I'm saying? Not at his position. So I'm proud of him, to be honest with you. I know the season isn't over, but to accomplish this, if you could just like play team basketball, I think that it works out, especially with a system like Thibodeau's. Like it works out for the best.
And I think that's the key word, team, because he mentions that he let people down, so it shows that he's not thinking about himself. He makes players around him better by drawing defense and then kicking out. He allows other people who need a little bit more time to get their shot off to get their shot off. So I think he figured it out, and I hope he continues to learn and become a student of the game. I mean, continue to be a student of the game and get better and better. Also, what I take away from it is he's proud to be in New York, and his contract is expiring, so he is going to want. I mean, if he enjoys being here and he loves the environment, he'll re-sign and keep it going.
Yeah, I mean, he did say it. He said, "Nothing's changed. I want to be here." You know what I mean? And that's what you want to hear. Somebody who's
from your top player. 100%.
Yeah, from your top player, and it's just amazing going from as you see the pictures here with him and Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Talked about that in there as well a little bit. But it's good to see someone taking ownership to what they did wrong. You know what I'm saying? People don't do it. A lot of people don't do it. As much as you think that would be a normal thing, it's very, very uncommon. A lot of people don't own up to what they've done wrong. They stand by it and they say, "Listen, I had to do what I had to do." You know what I mean? But for him to do that, he's getting everybody back. You know what I mean? Because tell you what, if there was one player we wanted gone, by the end of last season, it was Julius Randle.
It's Randle, and that's well documented.
Well documented. So shout out to Julius Randle. Also shout out to the chat. We got Ralph in here, Izzy. You know what I mean? Wave.
Ralph in here?
Yeah, Ralph Lewis, I believe. Yeah. Izzy, Tune, what's going on? What's going on?
Yo, Tune, what up, baby?
Yes, sir.
Devin Booker will be a Knick.
Oh, that's my man Glad. Listen, man.
Is that a hot take?
Figure that.
I mean, it's not really a hot take because it's been said, it's been rumors. There's been a lot of rumors going around, especially about Devin Booker. There was actually a more recent one when the game was going out that the Knicks are very see Victor Oladipo as very valuable.
I want to talk about that.
So, but I mean, we'll
get to that.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
All right, so put a pin in that one. We're gonna have to.
We're gonna pin in that. Yeah, we're gonna pin that one up. We ain't gonna let that one go. Yeah. But we ain't gonna block that. But
who up next?
Well, speaking of blocks, my man Nerlens Noel, my man was 100% tonight. He had the game, the best game, one of the best games, if not the best game of his Knicks. Yeah, 100%, 5 for 5 from the field. 12 points, 11 rebounds, 2 blocks, 4 steals.
Yeah, hey, who fantasy team he on? I'm putting him down.
Trust me, he's gone already. Trust me. As soon as Mitchell Robinson went down, he was gone.
Yeah, he was picked up.
It was gone.
Hey, so slow on that one. That was my fault. And he you know what? He was out there too.
Who?
Nerlens. I saw him. He was out there. One of them.
Oh yeah. He was out there for a little while, but I think it was one of those leagues where there's a lot of firepower in your team, so a lot of the guys that are in the pool are still good. So he's not one of the guys you grabbing up right away.
And I hate when the refs they make some silly calls on Nerlens. I feel like he always get like
they do
the bad end of calls. And I was like, he's a skinny dude. They make it seem like he bullying and punching and pushing.
Right.
We need to put some chapstick on. I think they respect him a little bit because his like, bro, they're not even gonna talk to you.
But he ain't worse than Kawhi though.
No, right. Kawhi be looking crazy out there.
Look like he ain't used that all day. But yeah, Nerlens is I like him, man.
Yeah, his energy is really nice.
And he scares dudes. Like the numbers, I always look at those things that don't show up on the stat sheet. He be scaring dudes in the paint.
Yeah, I mean he was only a +1, which is odd because he was 2 for 2 from the field, from the free throw line, 5 for 5 from the field. He had 11 points, 12 points, 11 rebounds. He had 2 turnovers, 5 fouls. I guess that's what a plus minus went.
The fouls, yeah. All right. But so he had some clean blocks, man. It was just like,
that last one was a foul.
Not the one before that, the one where he I forgot the dude's name, the African kid or whatever. I apologize if he's not African, but
who, Stewart?
No, the other guy.
Sekou Doumbouya.
Yeah, the big forehead dude. The dude, yeah. So he went up with the 2-hand, and I said that's one of the most perfect blocks I've seen in a long time because it was like he went up with the 2 hands and Nerlens was just right in between.
Right in between. That was a clean, perfect block.
That was perfect.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, man. Well, who said that?
Let me ask you.
Yo, That we ain't gonna let that go.
Yo, what I just said. What I just said, Cat.
You said he's ass. You said he's trash.
DSJ he's whack.
Yo, he definitely did.
Yeah, that was unnecessary too. That him getting that tech. I was like, what's he getting? He said he got the call.
Yeah, but I don't think he knew it. I don't think he knew. I think he just heard foul, and then he heard a whistle or whatever, and they didn't give the call fast enough.
DSJ is proving himself to be whack.
I mean, he's had some games, but it's like, damn, bro. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. He shot 5 for 9 from the field, 2 for 4. He was a -1. You know what I mean? He had 2 turnovers. He wasn't terrible, but
he's not taking it. Yo, the bench was scoring better than him, and this is what I'm saying. Yo, come on, man.
This is what I'm saying.
I'm glad we got rid of him now because remember we was hyped. We was like, DSJ gonna come in here with that energy. He gonna dunk on somebody.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
Yeah, I told you about that time where I went to I was watching a Knicks a Pistons stream on YouTube. And I felt bad, but I didn't want to sound, you know, but they were kind of hyped. They were like, we got Dennis Jr. We got dunking excitement back in Detroit. I'm like,
They sound like us.
They sounded like us.
When Dallas gave it up,
Dallas was like,
Dallas
yes.
fans were probably looking at us like, look at these
Dallas
guys.
is like, yo, take it.
Go.
Y'all missed him in the pit. Y'all should have picked him. Yeah, take it.
Yeah, he's sneaky. Get go.
Yeah, they was like, no, we good. We got it. We good. But go ahead.
He was throwing them out, bro.
Yeah, he's ass. And it's a shame because it's almost like his game don't translate well to like the NBA game. It just unless he figures something out.
Yeah,
he still has time. He still has time.
He does have time. I hope, like I said, I wish it would have turned out better for DSJ. I want him to look good. Like I said, I came in this game, these last two games, thinking, all right, now he gonna show out because he's capable.
Right.
Yo, he ain't showing up. He ain't doing like them dudes who I don't know on Detroit was looking better than him.
Yeah, his defense was all right though.
Like I said, he was only a -1, so he wasn't terrible. You know what I mean?
He wasn't great. He wasn't good. I don't know.
Wasn't good. He wasn't good. I mean, I guess that's the biggest part. He wasn't good.
He's whack. Wayne Ellington ain't never shot that good.
He's whack.
Wayne Ellington ain't never shot that good when he was with the Knicks. I'm tired of these guys.
He did.
He had a game or two where
but it's all like he can only shoot off a screen. Like I noticed, like if he's
that's
wide open, like he
about it.
So I mean, I'm glad he's going to. Both those next ex-Knicks, they could keep him.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. If Wayne Ellington was with this team, he'd be killing it. But he came when we had the coach with 4 wins and 17 losses.
Yeah,
I still don't think so because Wayne Ellington only shoots. He literally does nothing else.
Well, same thing with Reggie.
No, Reggie plays defense.
No, he plays defense. He's actually been pulling up too. So I seen him like step within the 3-point line and take some shots. I seen him drive twice tonight.
Reggie. Yeah, but Reggie ain't finished. I saw him on the basket.
Yeah, he didn't finish.
I was like this and like, yo, he passed it. I was like, oh, come on, dunk on somebody, go up.
He don't got that gene, man. He just don't got that gene in him.
Can I segue that into this whole what they saying about the trade rumors with
not yet. Hold on, not yet. Hold on. Hold the fire. Speaking of fire, my man Frank was on fire in the first half, boy.
Yeah.
Yo, can you imagine if Frank looked like that? Like if that's the player he turns into,
bro. But you got to look at it. This season, that's how he's been shooting.
Yeah,
been shooting like that.
Let me tell you something. Don't let Frank.
I'll be honest. I think he's 11 or 12 for 20 or 11 for 20 on the season.
Let me see what his numbers are because you're talking crazy right now,
bro.
He had 9 points. Okay, and that was 3 for 3 from 3.
It was 3 for 4.
100%
yeah, 3 for 3 from 3. I'm tripping. Hold on. Let me fix that. Whoa.
What you had?
3 for 4 from the field, but it was 3 for
4 from the field, but 3 for 3 from 3.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yo, everybody makes mistakes. Yo, even God make mistakes. You see Dre. Let me stop.
I'm waiting to hear what he was gonna say.
We know with that one.
People gotta make mistakes. Look at Dre face. You see how?
Nah, but Frank, he had in 13 minutes, 9 points. He's looked efficient, of course, from the 3-point line. Of course, we still want to see other areas. We don't want to continue to see him pass the ball as soon as he gets over half court. But we'll take every improvement as it comes. He's a 3-and-D guy. He's literally a 3-and-D guy.
Well, if Frank is
he's right though. You see that he should have got that 4-point play because the player was crowding his landing.
He did.
He was.
And he hit his arm.
They reviewed it and still said,
yo,
and they took it away.
These refs, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell, he gave them an airful. Y'all heard about that?
Who? Donovan Mitchell. I saw that.
Oh yeah, he's talking about the refs. Yeah, him and Gobert. Yeah, Gobert too.
Yeah.
They're gonna find him.
But But yo, they're looking really bad. These refs out here. I don't know what game they watching.
And it's collective. It's all over the league. That's the only reason why I'm not really.
Yeah. It's everywhere. It's like they're trying to reinvent the way they call, and they're just like doing a terrible job, bro.
Yeah. Like
they need new people out there.
Like Izzy said, they hand clapped on the shot, and then he landed in his ears.
Their fingers interlocked.
Yeah, he said like this. He literally took a jump shot like this, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
know. And you know what I'm saying? If it was Dame, if it was Steph, he was going to the line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that they would have lost that challenge. But
I mean, they called it. I don't know how they took it back though.
Because of the challenge. They challenged it, and you know.
So what?
It was like they were trying to help Detroit or something like that, because that was ridiculous.
It just didn't make sense. I'm like, how was that not a foul? What?
that was outrageous.
He was completely in his airspace, bro. But whatever, you know.
I'm curious. This is like a good and a bad stat. Emmanuel quickly didn't score at all.
Yeah.
And we still got the win. That's the good thing about it. Well, I'm encouraged is that we still got the win. Mm-hmm. And everybody's entitled to a bad game.
I mean, the kid only took 4 shots and they were all from the 3. He didn't really do anything else. Literally, he literally did not do anything else.
2 assists and 2 rebounds.
I mean, in terms of shooting, yeah. But yeah, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and you know.
Do you think that he was? I think that the kid was shafted with the whole him not being part of the all-star, the all-rookie team, and the all-American.
Let's talk about this. I think he was shafted, of course, but let's be honest. All right, let's look at it. What is the list for? Let's check this out.
Yeah, let's look.
We talking about Frank, or we talking about
No. The Rising.
Are they sure that they didn't put the kid on the They didn't put Emmanuel quickly on
Yeah, that is weird. That is weird though, because they always mention what he's doing. They compare him to exactly. They're comparing him to the entire league. So how is that not something worthy enough to be put in the rookie? So
only thing I could think of is they're probably looking at him like, all he does is draw fouls, and you know what I mean?
But that's not true.
It's not. But I feel like if you're not really watching and you see that, you're probably like, oh, he's always.
Yeah, but the people who are choosing these players to get in this, like, aren't they watching? Aren't they looking at the stats?
I just hope he makes somebody pay. I'm fine with it as long as he's like, oh yeah.
It's because he's a Knick. Same way RJ got shafted.
That's about to change.
All right. So
I feel like it's gonna change. What you saying, Kat?
I felt this way. Okay, right. I'm about to do it right now. Hold on, my sir. Okay. Right here.
Let us know when we can let go.
Huh? Well,
just let us know when we can let go.
I might not be able to.
Hold on. I'm holding. Can't hold much longer.
Okay. This is where we at? Allow. Okay. Listen. Get that out of here. Really? Come on. We don't want to see this. All right, there we go. All right, so let's think about this. Really? Zion Williamson, Ja Morant, LaMelo Ball,
Anthony
Edwards. What is going? Why? What is
like the biggest ads ever?
Really? Okay, Tyrese Halliburton, Tyler Hero.
Well, they picked Denny Avdija over quickly.
No. You have to think about this. Denny Avdija, and
he's overseas.
They're in the world roster.
Right.
There's out of all of the guys on the world roster, he would be there higher than everyone there except for RJ Barrett, obviously, because no one else is. Brandon Clark, maybe. Roy, but. That's the world roster. That's the world roster. He's not taking Zion's spot. He's not taking Ja Morant's spot. He's not taking LaMelo or Edwards, especially after that dunk. Not happening.
He could take Tyrese Halliburton's spot, though.
He can't.
Nah.
Tyrese can't. I'm gonna be honest. He can't. Tyrese Halliburton is still a
I'm
better
impressed by him. Yeah, I'm impressed by him.
Then I want Quickly. I'm happy with Quickly.
So
but Tyrese Halliburton is
I don't even know who Keldon Johnson is though.
Keldon Johnson has been killing it for San Antonio. Can't take over his spot. I'm gonna be honest. He's not taking over DeAndre Hunter, Tyler Hero. He wasn't snubbed. There just wasn't a spot for him. You know what I mean? He can't take James Wiseman's spot.
James Wiseman is nice. I like that kid.
I mean, he barely played, but he's also a center. He's not gonna take a center spot. So was he snubbed? We would have liked to see him there. He deserved to be there, but there just wasn't a name there that they're gonna really take out.
I see what you're saying because I never looked at the list, so it wasn't like it ain't like these dudes is corny.
Yeah, right. Exactly my point. So he's doing what he's got to do. He's not a big name.
Wait. So what happened to the all rookie team? Didn't they have like the rookies versus the sophomores?
That's what it is. They didn't just call it a Rising Stars Challenge and they mix them because RJ Barrett is there, and Zion and John Morant. They just mix them all.
Because you ain't gonna front on my man and without no explanation. I gotta see the receipts on that.
Word. So speaking of RJ Barrett, you know what I mean? Since we're on the topic real quick, he was pretty efficient tonight. He had 24 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. He was 9 for 13 from the field. Playing his usual Robin to Julius's Pac-Man. But 21 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. And he looked good. He's starting to find efficient ways to do things. You know what I'm saying?
Against Detroit.
I mean, especially against Detroit because they're trash. But a lot of teams we played this year were trash. Unfortunately,
but that's good. If he can spot a team that he can take advantage of, that's good.
We should be exploiting that. We should be going in and win.
I mean, we can't say that because he's clearly played his best games against a playoff team. Against the playoff team,
but he also plays down too.
Especially against the Pacers. He's averaged his best games against the Pacers and their playoff team. So it's he just has matchups that work better for him, and sometimes they just don't. Like when you have somebody like Jimmy Butler on him, he's not really going to do that good. Yeah. So I'd expect that. But he was a +7 from the field. He had 4 fouls. That's probably why it was only a +7. 2 turnovers, no blocks, no steals. He was just out there. I'm just kidding. But he was 1 for 2 from the field, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He's finding ways to just be efficient while he's on the court. He only played 31 minutes, 21 points in that time. Is not bad because if you look at Julius, 27, 16, and 7. You look at Nerlens Noel, 12, 11, and 2. They both played 42 minutes. They played a whole 11 minutes more than the kid. So, Elfrid Payton even played 4 minutes more, who also had 20. What do you have? 20 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He came back as a starter. I think they saw what happened with Frank the other day, and it was like, yeah, we're not doing that again.
We need you.
Yeah, they were like, yo, listen, we don't care what's going on with your leg. You playing tonight. So, we're not slandering Elfrid tonight. He came back and
did his thing. I'll tell you what. That boy came out with 20 points. 20 points, 4 assists, 4 steals, 6 rebounds. Those are good numbers from a point guard. Yo, like I said, I think we had like a bunch, like 66 points in the paint tonight, something like that, something crazy. And it's because these guys are going to the basket. Like I said, I'm gonna say it again. I like Elfrid if he's going to the basket. He knocked down a 3 in the corner, and then he came out and shot another flat ball. And his shot is really inconsistent, but as long as he's attacking the basket, I'm rocking with that because he goes and he's finishing at the basket, and that's what you need to do. I think all point guards should be doing that. That should be a basic part of your repertoire.
Right.
Being a good shooter is like a little cherry on top, but like he should be able to go to the basket. So that's a nice game from him. 4 assists, 4 steals.
Shout out to Obi, by the way, turning 23 today. I think he only had about 4 points tonight. He was only in there for about 12 minutes. 12 minutes, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 for 2 from the field. I mean,
he looks like he's got a high ceiling. He just ain't. He's not getting the time, and he's
not gonna get the time on his team. And unfortunately, I think they might move him for his sake. You know what I'm saying? At some point, because I don't think he's going to get the minutes he needs to develop on this roster while Julius Randle's here, and he's going to resign. And he's going to resign.
I think that it's important that we keep a dude like him because Julius get an ankle sprain or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then we're in trouble.
But you can't if you keep him, you can't play him 12, 13 minutes a night. That can't happen. He has to be playing 20, 25 minutes a night somehow. So just in order to develop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He has the talent where he deserves at least 20 minutes to just develop. You know what I mean? Make mistakes. He's a rookie. So
that's not gonna happen while he with Thibodeau. Thibodeau wouldn't care about none of that.
This is exactly my point.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. So unfortunately the writing might be already on the wall. We're trying to ignore it. But Julius Randle's talking about he's coming back. Pretty much over. You know what I'm saying? Unless Obi it becomes a hybrid small forward or center. Some way.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, he'd be a big small forward, but that might be because he's athletic. He could do that while he's young.
I mean, it's funny. Obi Toppin's going live with Jay Toppin. Ain't that funny?
Dad? With who? Jay?
No, his little brother. I think his little brher plays at Kentucky. He might.
Oh, okay.
He might be Kentucky somewhere. But yeah, man. I hope. I wish he can get some time on this team because he has immense talent. Yeah. He just needs, he's like clay. You need to mold it. You know what I mean? He just has the talent, man. He just knows where to be at certain times. He's only a rookie. He is 23 years old as a rookie, which a lot of people are pointing to as, all right, well, you're really going to put your time into developing somebody who's already 2 years away from his prime.
That's stupid. Of course.
But Julius Randle didn't hit what he's doing right
exactly.
now. Julius, it took him a little time.
So I mean, with his talent, how do you think he's going to do in the dunk contest?
I think he's going to win it. At minimum. He's at minimum going to win it.
At minimum, he's going to win it.
At minimum, he's just going to win it.
So at maximum, he's going to.
At minimum, they're like, all right, yo, we didn't know what to give it to. It was a tight race, but Obi Toppin got this one. That's at minimum. I think I think the opposite side is like, yo, Obi Toppin is outrageous. What? And then he's gonna come back and get 13 minutes a game, and then
Are we gonna do a All-Star weekend or All-Star weekend day show?
It's a busy weekend this weekend.
Busy weekend. Now, neither one of us are gonna be in town. So
what's that guy do a thing?
You can run it. You can run it. I mean, Jay, you trying to bring the laptop? You bring the laptop. We could.
I don't even do this joint on my laptop. I have my iPad, my iPad Pro with me. And
I think
that thing dies quick.
That'll be a bad idea.
We took it out. All right, that's fine. I probably would fall asleep anyway.
But if they do well, like if Julius dropped 30 in the All-Star game, definitely got to do one on it. But if he look like poop, then we're gonna be like this.
It's gonna be post.
Yeah, I don't know. We might not do that.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, who next?
Who next?
No, I mean, who do we didn't talk about everybody. Who we leave out?
We did leave out somebody. Did we leave out somebody?
My man, no. Reggie Bullock.
No, I mean we really covered everybody.
No, I guess so.
I think we talked about Frank.
Right.
What did he play tonight? I'm just kidding.
Oh, what I wanted to say was,
trade talk. We gotta get into that.
What?
What's that?
Trade talk. Yeah. Before the trade talk, well, I guess this could segue into it. Like Austin Rivers ain't getting no time. Like,
I was just about to mention that.
Yo, did you see his face when Frank hit that N1
3? Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
that's why I'm not playing.
Yeah, that was the. I'm glad that him not playing and he still don't. You can see he ain't as enthused as he would be.
Right.
But he's still being supportive. It ain't anybody's fault. I
don't
know why they not playing him at all. Like they ain't giving him no minute.
When would you play him?
Who? You said who? What?
When would you play him?
When would you play him? Yo, he tied a historic record for threes one game. I mean, like
Wait. What are you talking about? I was reading the comments. I missed that.
He talking about Austin.
Austin Rivers. When would you play him?
Because I said he ain't got no time. He said, when would you play him? I'm like,
you playing with Theo Pinson.
See, my whole thing is like the opportunity to play him would have been when Peyton was out, but they went with Frank. So it's just like, if he doesn't get the go ahead, then when do you play him?
His pop was like, go to New York.
He's like, yeah, I'm a rebuild over there.
Yeah, watch me, Pop. Got his ass on the bench. Well,
meanwhile, I mean, he's still in warm-ups.
Meanwhile, word with the mask on the whole game. I know he's tight about that. I mean, listen, I'm not bashing him. I literally was one of the main ones saying that he was like one of my favorite guys. But he's a great interview. He's a great talker. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's a better talker than a basketball player sometimes. But I mean, it's not even talent. It's not even talent. It's just consistency and IQ with him. That's it. That's really it. I think he has every other tool. Just besides for the consistency and the IQ. That's really all he needs.
The other, as far as the trade talk, you were saying. So like this, the Victor Oladipo one gives me excited.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, Kat, because I said on the fantasy thing, they got Victor Oladipo down as a shooting guard / small forward. I don't see him as a small forward, but I think if he started as shooting guard, I would like RJ Barrett a lot better at the 3.
Yeah, for sure.
Like his game, he's not like a shooting guard to me.
I mean, but I don't even think he runs the 2 right now. I think he is the 3. I think they do run Reggie Bullock as the backcourt with
at the 2, right? Yeah. Well.
So I think that would be a good swap, honestly.
I mean, I'm
like him to drop down to the 2,
huh?
You would like him to be the 2, like so. Reggie is the small forward out there.
No, Wedgie is the 2 guard.
Wedgie.
That's what you said. So I was just going along with it. You said Wedgie. You said
I ain't say Wedgie. I ain't say Wedgie.
We can run it back. You definitely said Wedgie. So
I said Wedgie.
Yeah. I don't remember hearing that.
Nah, I didn't say you said Wedgie.
You said Wedgie. Listen, I said it on purpose.
You said Wedgie. Yo, you ain't saying that shit.
You said Wedgie. I said that's like Wedgie.
But like homeboy said, is he saying he injury prone? I think
this is why I'm indifferent. I agree with him. This is why I'm indifferent. Like I could go either way, but like the fact that he is always injured, I'm just like, is that really a move we want to make?
This is what I think. I think he's in a spot where he's about to go back to who he was as a player. It takes a while for a player who has that kind of major injury to go back to themselves. I was talking with my boy B earlier. Shout out to B from the TFE group. Regular Joe who comes on every now and then. Y'all know Joe. He was saying that he usually gives guys about a year and an off season after their injury to come back to their form, and that's really what he needs. I think he's an off season away from going back to what he was before because he doesn't look bad. He just doesn't. He's not consistent. You know what I mean? If you look at what he's doing, he has games like the other night. I forget who they played against. He had 30-something points. You know what I mean? Like with John Wall, who also had 30-something points. So I think he has something there, but he's also at a point where his value is just low enough where we can get him at a discount. If we wait until next year, where he can come at a lower price, or where he can come where a team can trade him after he gets traded, he's not going to want to come here for a low price in a free agency. He's going to try to get max dollars after he plays somewhere for a year and then gets his value up, because that's what he's going to try to do. I would rather get him here so that we can, if he wants to stay here, you have the opportunity to sign him to whatever max he would like that fits under your cap, instead of getting him in free agency when he set a mark for the entire league. This is what I want. You know what I mean? It's harder to bring him down from that, if he's a free agent. If he's already on your team and you want to keep him, all right, well, take a little bit less. Take $5 million less across a different amount of years. And, this way we can bring somebody else in to help you and Julius. You know what I mean? But the thing I like about that move is his value doesn't call for
max
us giving up RJ, us giving up Mitch or anything like that. His value actually right now, you can give up Alfred Knox in like 2
Austin.
seconds, or Alfred Austin in 2 seconds, and get him easily. I don't know if they would want Austin back over there, but who knows? You know what I mean? You can get something for value of him because he doesn't want to stay there. He clearly didn't re-sign his he didn't sign the extension. You know, the writing's on the wall there. They know what it is. He's a guy that's not gonna come out and say it, but for a while he's always been someone that other people have had sources that he would like to come to the Knicks, but he never was a free agent to actually make that decision. You know what I mean? So I don't know. What do y'all? What else are your feelings? I know you said you're really not with it.
I said I'm indifferent. Like I said, he's somebody that will increase the pace of the Knicks squad. What I wanted to say about Randall is, for a big guy, he moves pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
When he's pushing the ball up, he gets up there before most of the team. Right. So with him, Oladipo, you got Derrick Rose, you got Quickly, you got what's his name, that they all come with a fast pace. So it may increase the pace in New York. We get more fast break points. It's positive.
Right.
But again, you know, him being injured, him being a star, we would, you know, if he does get injured, we would have to be riding with our second string player. And it's just like, you know, why do that? Not to say that Bullock is, you know, doing anything for us right now that's so incredible that it's not worth the trade, but I'm indifferent. I can go either way.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he's one of those guys that he's very, very talented.
Yeah.
Like, we know that. There is no secret of how talented Victor Oladipo is when he's healthy. And I think that's the biggest thing for everybody. We want to see him healthy.
Okay.
You know, he's shifty. I've been a huge fan of him since his draft, because I don't know what it was about him. He was a little short, but he just reminded me of like a mini Jordan. Like I called him that during that draft time. I called him mini Jordan. It was kind of weird because it was like he played on both ends with like a lot of intensity, you know. And he's one of those. He's shifty. He can shoot. He can get his shot off the dribble. He can get his shot off the catch and shoot. He can get to whatever spot he wants. He hit you with a step back at whatever point. He's athletic. He's one of those guys that you want to have on your team when you know you need a bucket, because he's a clutch dude, man. He's a clutch on offense and defense. You know, I've seen him make huge plays on both ends of the floor. Especially in clutch moments, just, you know, shots like that. You know what I mean? That's just what Victor Oladipo does. Unfortunately, he hasn't. Look how he moves.
Yeah, he's fast.
The kid is he's getting them back. He's getting it back. He's getting it back. I think everyone says that he's washed. I don't think for a lot of people say he's washed. That he's not the guy he used to be. I mean, and he's not playing like it, but I think he's getting back into shape. He's getting back into form. And I'm gonna be honest with you, he's one of those guys that if he comes to New York, he's gonna turn it up to a completely different level, just because he's on one of the biggest.
What I'm saying, like, so somebody like Oladipo, like, I feel like by the end of the All-Star break, they're gonna make a trade. But I would be happy with Oladipo. I think injuries are always a risk.
Right.
So I kind of don't even factor that in. I know the fact that he's been injured already adds to the doubt that he can stay healthy. But from what I understand, New York has a really good staff.
Right.
And if, you know, his diet and everything is good, and, you know, and he's working out the way he should, I think that minimizes it. Sometimes you can't avoid it, you know, when injuries happen.
Right.
Unless something happens to the same knee or the other one, then you're gonna be like, all right, it's compensated or whatever the case may be. But anything can happen. It could, like Mitchell Robinson got like a little knick-knack one, whatever the case. That could always happen. Now, of course, what's his name just came back, Alfred, from a hamstring, which I think happens. But a major injury, I don't know. I just feel like we could get anybody in.
And injury can happen.
I think a major injury
Yeah, you those are risks you have to take, is what you're saying.
It's true, but isn't the possibility of it happening to someone who has previously been injured a little bit higher?
It seems like not as much as it used to. I just feel like with the training and all of the things that these teams have, these players doing, like the rehab is just like on a whole other level. These dudes get things patched up on them, and like they get like their muscles fired up by plugging these little things onto their legs and stuff like that. So, and if it's about, well, I think Thibodeau again is a dude that's going to be like, listen, you running. I don't care how many injuries you out. You know what I'm saying? So I was going to say maybe a minutes restriction thing, but that dude is ill. But what's this I'm hearing about Devin Booker?
I mean, there was some talk about Devin Booker. Somebody was saying it came out first. I don't know exactly who it was. Somebody came out and said that I think it was Brian Windhorst saying that the Knicks within the next 12 months, which is a load of words that just really didn't really mean much at all.
Yeah, because something's going to happen in a year anyway. Like, give me a break.
Yeah, in the next 12 months, there's going to be a star that forces his way to New York. And I'm not going to say who I think it is.
So he's talking about Bill.
He could be anybody, because what he does is he says, I'm not going to say any names. I'll let you guys decide who that is.
That's dumb.
So it's like, why did you even come out and say anything? Bro?
Yeah, that's dumb.
You know what I mean? So, and those are the reports that bother me, because it's like, all right, the moment we get good, oh yes, somebody's going to come here. And they, it's funny that they do this. They say on one hand, and I was thinking about this earlier, on one hand, the Knicks are going to attract a free agent in 12 months. But on the other hand, they're teasing us because we're 18 and whatever, or we're at 500, above 500 now, and we're happy about it. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, well, if the reason why you're saying stars want to come here is because we're 18 and 17 at that time, but right now we're 19 and 18, why is that cause for you to tease us? You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's a good reason for stars to want to come here, then that shouldn't be something that we should be that feel bad that we're happy about. You know what I mean? So, but it's just the media throwing stuff around that it's just annoying.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Let me ask you something. What is this? How does that Denver Booker thing work? Is he unhappy out there? Something like, where did that come from?
I thought he was shining. I don't know.
Ooh.
Devin Booker.
I mean, he's been with a franchise that's been almost as bad as the Knicks have been for a long time. And I'm sure he's tired of it.
This year they doing their thing.
He got Chris Paul over there.
Right, and that's why I don't know where these things come from. They're actually like doing good.
Yeah, let me look at it. They're in second place.
This is what I'm saying. They're actually doing good, and they just come.
The Suns are in second place.
Yeah, they're 23 and 11.
Chris Paul to do that, bro. When they got when the Rockets got Chris Paul, they were second in the West too.
Yo, Phoenix is second in the West,
bro. Chris Paul at this age can still do that. He did the same thing with the Clippers.
No, they not. I don't even want to hear nobody talk about Devin Booker. Come on.
This is what I mean. But the only reason why they say that, why? Because we have 90 people who went to Kentucky that's on our roster. That's the only reason why they keep talking about this Devin Booker stuff. Same thing with the Karl Anthony Towns. That's a little bit more believable because they're losing to one of the worst teams in the West and the East in the league.
How in the world is Phoenix in second place?
I think when they win enough games, their win column goes up.
Man, I'm just saying. Like, I knew he was bowling.
Booker got ejected the other night, and
I was just gonna say. I saw that he got ejected, and he looked like he matured a lot. He looked like a little baby when he came in the league. Now he's starting to look old. His game is coming around, but he could always shoot. Mm-hmm. I saw him dunk on somebody the other day. I was like, oh snap. And I don't even think I realized they were in second place behind Utah. It's Utah, Phoenix, then Los Angeles Lakers, then the Clippers.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the refs got something to do with what's going on with these standings, bro.
Of course, man. Of course.
I think the refs.
Why Utah and why Phoenix?
This is exactly why I think the refs have something to do with it. I'm not gonna discredit Utah or Phoenix. I'm not saying that.
Utah's 27-9.
But like I said, I can't even discredit them because even the Utah players are coming out and saying that the refs are doing a terrible job. You know what I'm saying? Like I would think at some point that they're like, they're winning too many games. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a game that they lost because of officiating, essentially. Yeah. You know what I mean?
They're saying that there should be some type of penalization to the refs for making bad calls and sticking to them.
Like that Frank 4-point play. But
that was outrageous.
But I think it's a level of integrity. Like if you make a bad call, I think you should be able to reverse it. Like just for the integrity of the game. They lost that game because of that call.
Right.
I mean, not 100%. Like they still had an opportunity, but like still, that was a game decision right there. So yeah, I understand his frustration.
Yeah, man. They've been terrible this year. They have been terrible. There's just no other way to say it. But hopefully around playoff time they start actually officiating the way they're supposed to. They're giving enough time. Hopefully, maybe they need a rest. They got All-Star break,
Yeah.
So speaking of All-Star break, like we mentioned earlier, Julius Randle as an All-Star, he has also been entered into the Skills Challenge. So we got the Skills Challenge going for Julius Randle as well as the All-Star game, and then RJ Barrett is in the game that's not going to be played. And then Obi Toppin. So we got Knicks all over the place. You know what I'm saying? We we doing good. We doing good, man. Listen, we gonna go get
well represented. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see all these guys in there, man.
Right.
I just hope I get to see the whole thing.
I mean, me too.
Is it Saturday?
It's Saturday. It's Sunday.
I thought it was Sunday.
I hope it's.
I gotta look it up. See, I would have missed the whole thing. I thought it was Sunday.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping it's Sunday because I feel like these dudes all playing ball. They need more than like a day or two. They need rest. Like the whole point these dudes supposed to be like get rest. What was it before? It was like it'd be like 2 weeks almost between games. The last game.
Yeah, Sunday, March 7th.
Yeah, Sunday. Okay. Nah, they stop playing on. They usually stop playing on Wednesday, and then they have the challenges start on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
They squeezed it in.
Yeah. So they did everything at once. One day, I think they're doing the 3-point challenges before the game, or the dunk contest before the game.
The dunk contest is at halftime.
Okay, so the dunk contest is at halftime. So the 3-point challenge is before the game. Halftime, you get the dunk contest. That'll be interesting. You know what I mean? Quick, everything in one. If you blink, you'll miss it kind of thing. So hopefully we get to catch that all on Sunday night. And then maybe Sunday we get on there. I don't know. We'll see. But y'all have a good one. Thank y'all for joining us on the Garden Knicks podcast. We play next week. They don't even care who it is. I think it's the Bucks. So we're gonna try to
come back against the Bucks.
Play the 11th, 13th, and the 15th. So it's like we get 1 day of rest in between these games.
Okay, that's cool. At least we'll have some rest leading up to that. Hopefully, we can catch Milwaukee off guard again like we did last time. But I'm sure they'll come back with a vengeance.
They're gonna try to make it pop.
Yeah, because we smacked them by 30 or 20. So they didn't like that. But like I said, that's it. Y'all got anything else? Any last final points?
The crowd sounded dope in there tonight.
They did. I did notice that.
And they up there with the MVP.
Yeah.
And I know Julius never heard that before, and that's making him feel good. That's making him feel real good.
I always wonder how dudes ignore that. I'd have been out there like this, like
missing foul shots and stuff.
Free throw line.
I'd have been like, stop. Here we go. Oh shit. But yeah, man. That's all we got. Until next time, y'all have a good one.
Right.
Peace.